For nearly 2 decades, my life revolved around the perfect tan. Whether it was a Thursday night routine before a big weekend or an emergency midday reapplication, I was completely addicted to self-tanner. I convinced myself I looked healthier, slimmer, and more confident with my golden glow. But beneath the bronzed facade, I was trapped in a cycle of insecurity, stained sheets, and endless reapplications. Breaking free from my fake tan obsession wasn't easy, but it was one of the most liberating things I've ever done. If you're struggling with the same addiction, I want to share exactly how I did it, and how you can, too. 1. Acknowledge the addiction. It might sound dramatic to call it an addiction, but for many of us, fake tanning becomes a crutch. I couldn't imagine showing up anywhere with my natural skin tone. If my tan was fading, I felt exposed, like people would see the real me and judge me for it. Recognizing that this mindset wasn't healthy was the first step in letting go. 2. Understand why you rely on it. For me, fake tanning wasn't just about looking good, it was about fitting in. Growing up in an era where bronzed skin was the beauty standard, I absorbed the idea that pale skin meant I looked tired, unattractive, or unwell. Social media, celebrity culture, and even my own friends reinforced this. Understanding the roots of my obsession helped me challenge it. 3. Slowly reduce application frequency. Going cold turkey felt too extreme, so I started by spacing out my tanning sessions. Instead of applying self-tanner twice a week, I switched to once a week, then every 2 weeks. Eventually, I reached a point where I could go a whole month without it, and that's when I realized I didn't actually need it. 4. Find confidence in your natural skin. One of the hardest parts of quitting was learning to accept my natural complexion. I had to rewire my brain to see beauty beyond a tan. Investing in good skincare, drinking more water, and using subtle glow-enhancing products, like hydrating lotions with a slight sheen, helped me feel confident without resorting to self-tanner. 5. Detox your wardrobe and makeup routine. So much of my fashion and beauty routine was built around my tan skin. Bright colors, heavy bronzer, and warm-toned foundations all had to go. I embraced neutral shades, blush instead of bronzer, and a foundation that matched my actual skin tone. It was a major shift, but it made my transition easier. 6. Accept the awkward transition period. Let's be real, quitting fake tan isn't pretty at first. There were weeks when my skin looked patchy as old layers faded. My natural skin tone took time to add just after years of self-tanning chemicals. I reminded myself that this was temporary and that every awkward phase was a step closer to freedom. 7. Challenge beauty standards. Why did I think I needed a tan to be beautiful? Why do we associate pale skin with looking sick or washed out? I started following people on social media who embraced their natural skin tones, and I unfollowed accounts that made me feel like I needed to tan to be attractive. Surrounding myself with different beauty ideals helped me embrace my own. 8. Celebrate the benefits of being tan-free. Once I fully quit, I realized how much better my life was without the constant cycle of tanning. My skin felt healthier. My clothes, sheets, and towels were no longer stained. I saved so much money. And most importantly, I felt free. You can do it too. If